Okay, here is the tribulation video that I promised. And so I'm going to just start reading because there is so much that I needed to say that I did not want to miss anything. So here it goes. The tall, shadowy figure seen in the cherry tree, which is Satan, will be in the Middle East gathering his locust army written about in Joel. It comes in two parts, just as locusts before getting to the devouring stage of their 5-month life cycle. He will rally the people before the planet crossing, and then after it crosses, he will then go into Jerusalem, gathering the whole world, except those who have been sealed by Yahweh before the sixth trump, sixth vial, and sixth seal. This is where the two are divided. God sealed, the woman who flees into the wilderness, and then the rest of the world who will ultimately fall for Satan's lies and think he is Yeshua, and the second coming, and to the other religions, their Godhead. And it will be forming the one world, it will be the final forming of the one world religion and government. And the religion will be the last to top the cake. Satan has 4 hidden dynasties, so watch closely. It comes under socialism and communism. The 4 hidden dynasties are economic. The fatal wound to the beast head, that's the world financial system, and Satan, who crashes it, will come in to fix it. He comes in with peace and prosperity. The next is education. Schools, propaganda, lying to our people, political correctness, etc. To re-educate people for Satan's coming. The prayer has been taken out of our schools, and there is no God. Atheism taught. Common Core is another example. The political. You can see how Satan gets in a spiritual matter through communism and one-worldism. A global community. Our government has gone so far left that it appears that socialism will win over. But let me assure you, it's not going to happen, as it has been prophesied before that it's not going to happen. It almost does happen, but thank God, he always is in control, and people come to their senses. This is before Satan comes, but when he does come, he's going to be the whole, it's his world then. Lastly, the religion. This is where Satan comes out from the Euphrates and enters Jerusalem, claiming to be God. He is the one riding the pale white horse with a cheap bow and arrow. His locust army and commanders, kings, 10 of them, that take over. These are fallen angels, 7,000, those who are instantly destroyed with Christ's return. In Jude, when Christ returns on the 7th trump, 7th vial, and 7th seal. As the time of Noah, so it shall be again, but this time Satan only has a total of 5 months. And the season of the locust is from May through September. Watch the season. We may not know the exact hour of Christ's return, but we have been given signs so that we aren't fooled, so that Christ does not return to us like a thief in the night. Watch when the 2 witnesses are killed and left in the street, left for 3.5 days. When the 2 witnesses rise, this is when the real Christ returns, because we are all instantly changed into our spiritual bodies, and the Lord's day, the millennium, begins. Flesh is over. This part of dispensation is over. So when Satan is here pretending to be God, a good way to check if the real Christ has returned is if you are still in your flesh. Then you know it's the fake. Now the whole world, except those who have been sealed by God before, well worship Satan, thinking it's Christ who has returned. There will be a type of utopia, fake peace, and lots of prosperity. During this time, I saw portals open up. There will be a couple main large portals where people will line up to go into them. I asked if I could see, and before me a round white swirl looking like that show Stargate opened. I stepped through and instantly was in a dark circled room with doors all around me. Some were partially open and I could see in. A fallen angel was taking people into this doorway. Inside, I saw strange glow of colors and a round type wall cave, perhaps more like a wormhole. You walked in. You can go way out, but I was warned not to because people will get lost out there. These are different dimensions. I asked if I could warn people, and Yeshua said yes, but most people will call me crazy and not believe. I'm not here to be popular, and call me what you want. I'm here as a messenger and to warn you. I looked into different doors, the doors looking like slats of granite rock, heavy, and when the door closed, it was sealed and locked. The earth itself will be tilted to over 60 degrees, almost tipped upside down. Many people, like the time of Noah, will have perished, and the remaining will be in such shock they will be stunned. They will be utterly destroyed from within confusion that they will go to the first sign of help from the New World Order, which will take over immediately worldwide. Nothing will be the same. And I'm saying nothing. I believe at this point we'll be in a slightly higher or possibly lower dimension because the fallen angels and Satan will be seen for all. In Noah's time, the fallen angels impregnated women and had all sorts of abominations. Thank God the time has been shortened from 7 years to 5 months, which is 150 days, like Noah went into the ark, and when he opened the door, it was a total of 150 days. Satan will have miracles for all to see while the two witnesses feed the candlesticks and speak out against the abominator, Satan. The world governments are no longer put into 10 divisions, ruled not by men, but by the 10 kings who are Satan's chosen fallen angels. New technology as never seen before will reach out across the sky. As I was shown what appeared to be an eye in the sky that could see and hear. This will be searching for those who are sealed by God, the woman who fled into the wilderness and Satan's attempt to go after. And the earth swallowed him, so he went out to deceive the rest of the world, meanwhile searching for God's elect. Shortly after the crossing of the planet, there will be large showers of fireballs raining down. I was taken on top of a mountain onto a dam. The New World Order tried to go after me, but I hid, and when they left, I looked out over from the dam. I heard a large crack and booming and looked up to the sky to see the sky rolling with turbulent black clouds, and in the middle scarlet red began to form. Then the clouds opened up like a scroll on both sides, and from there fireballs came down, first hitting the far-off large cities, then into the smaller towns, and then right up to where I was standing, hitting and cracking the dam structure. The trees instantly caught fire, and I was quickly taken away from that spot to be taken to a dry place, like a desert. Barren and dry was this place, scorched by the sun. No food or water, and I feared this would be my death. I continued walking and saw a tree growing amidst the barren place. I was going to go and sit under it and rest. I stumbled. Thirst stuck to my tongue. And when I almost got to the tree, I heard the sound of water trickling like a small stream. To my left, I saw a green patch of grass, and knowing water was around that place, I ran with the last remaining strength and found the stream and did drink to my fill. A boat without a motor to go down that stream was waiting for me, so I got in, and there I saw the eye in the sky I had to be quiet as I reached along the bank of the stream, pulling my song. I got to a place where the grass was worn and where others had been. I got out and pulled the boat up on the bank, left there for anyone else needing it, and I began to walk along a path that had a granite mound. As I walked, I approached a grove, trees hiding the entrance, and walked in. There I saw an angel at the foot of a cave. He welcomed me. Others were coming who were guided by 2 other angels. A total of about 25 people came to the cave and entered. We were led by the angels down into the cave until it was time to go out. We were there for a while, and people forgot that the eye in the sky searched. There was a meadow with a stream running through, lush grass and trees all around. The beasts saw and brought up their army, and some people frightened shot at them, and they lay dead. And I was taken and handcuffed and taken to Jerusalem, where I saw a long line of people waiting to testify against the spurious Messiah. There were some people I knew waiting in line, and I watched as they approached Satan's throne that was dark. He has priests around, and the throne was on a pedestal. There was incense burning, and a crowd of people watched. As each person came up to testify, Satan became more aggressive and mad. They did not bow down, but allowed the Holy Spirit to speak through them. It had now been my time, and I did not premeditate what I was going to say, but was walked up to his throne and began to walk up the stairs. Halfway, I bent my knee, and the Holy Spirit entered into me. It said in a loud and clear voice, "Whew, do not fear those who can destroy your body, but he who can destroy both your body and spirit." Satan was furious, and then I heard a loud shout, and the heavens opened up, and the ground began to shake violently, and the ground split open. As I held on, angels began to send down, and in the clouds I saw the real Christ coming in bright glory with the majesty of all, and Satan was plucked up along with the other angels. The earth roared and then began to reel. I felt us going down, completely tipping, then back up as my body and everybody else went up above the earth. I saw the earth up, completely straight up, and a pause. Then it tilted once more to almost where it was in the beginning and stayed, and I was then dropped back on earth. This is the resetting, all flesh gone, and the Lord's day is the beginning. And the next video will be on more, if I can think of more, and will be on the millennium of what I saw. Okay.